Okay, maybe you just heard, hopefully you heard the reading of the intro to the workbook for A Course in Miracles. It's nice to know it. If you haven't heard any of what the Course in Miracles is, then that's a good introduction to just reading it on your own. And some of the things that I said as additions I think are nice to bring in as maps for our journey in this course, on course, of course, right, of course, A Course in Miracles. And so I'm going to read to you with the consideration for those introductions, the lesson number 1. And this one is quite interestingly intense. The tomorrow's, or maybe I don't remember, like the third one is basically the same, but softer in some ways. And it's interesting to note and to see the mind's reactions to just slight shifts in meaning, and then noticing that, oh wait, that means actually the same thing, but it seems like it means different things. And that seeming difference was triggering to me. To most people, this lesson is, I think, triggering. And most people, I think, they would notice that the lesson that is a few days from now is basically the same logical meaning, but like less triggering in some interesting way. So this is some of the mind training, heart training that I feel the Course in Miracles provides, like any trigger does to us, is the capacity mostly to see beyond the trigger itself, actually. Okay, let's see here. So lesson 1. Nothing I see. And let's see, remember this, that you don't have to believe these things. You may actively resist them, just attempt to try them out as it says to do. And then, yeah, that's all I got to say. Okay, lesson 1. Nothing I see in this room or on this street or from this window or in this place means anything. Now look slowly around you and practice applying this idea very specifically to whatever you see. This table, it says here, does not mean anything. And my leg is on a table, a massage table, actually. Does not mean anything. This chair, there's one I'm sitting on and one over there, does not mean anything. We're deconstructing meaning. And you'll see also now we're doing this in what we think of as the outside world. And then we'll put it on the inside. And then again, we'll do the same meaning, but for outside world. And then we'll do the same meaning, but kinder, like I said, the second time we come around to this. But for outside world, and again, the same more kind way of the inside things that we think of as inside thoughts. And there's this unification, this slow, gentle calming down of the world of separation even. And there is desire from my human self to recognize the power of distinction, actually, which the Course in Miracles does specifically speak about. That is kind of like exposing distinctions, how we know the world really is in some way, that we pretend we hide what we don't know, or we hide it in, we pretend that we hide it subconsciously ruling us, instead of speaking about how we are played by certain dynamics of separation games that don't serve us. And then again, working with what we know we believe those are, with the purpose in mind of forgiveness, actually. Forgiving the world of what? The meaning we've given it, applied universally. So anyways, this hand does not mean anything. This foot does not mean anything. This pen, let's see here. Oh, yeah, I have one here. Does not mean anything. So I did this today from my hut that I'm living in here. And I didn't pick up or move anything. I just looked around stuff, that bag, that plate, that bottle, that chicken, that bird, that leaf, that dirt, that horizon, that sky. That's that stuff away. This is stuff that's more close, the way I just said this. So anyways, the second paragraph, we'll get to that right now. See, this is stuff that's close. That is stuff that's far away. Yeah. Then look farther away from your immediate area and apply the idea to a wider range. So we're universally applying this more and more so. This is stuff still outside me in this case, but close to me. And that is stuff still outside me and away from me. That door. There's a door right there. Does not mean anything. That body does not mean anything. Maybe I see a body. That lamp, I don't see lamps, but oh yeah, I do. Does not mean anything. That sign, there's a bottle with a label on it over there. Does not mean anything. That shadow, oh, there's shadows from the leg of that table right there. Does not mean anything. And then I notice my mind saying, but yeah, but it's coming from the table, so it means something like that, you know? It's like, that's fine, you know? Doesn't matter. Let's try. Let's just try this on. Just entertain this. Know you don't know, and entertain this. The value of entertaining this, I think that's valuable, actually. Same with, you don't know, actually, in so many ways that, you know, like you have an idea you believe in of whether when someone dies, they discontinue or if there's a possibility of continuation. To me, I think I know it seems like my life feels like a dream. Joey's life feels like a dream, a story kind of thing that's kind of funny and interesting and mercurial and also solid in certain ways, you know, but transformationally, solidly changing with some momentum. So why am I saying all that? I know I believe that is so, that my life is that way. And I am attempting to put all of that as one thing, the story of the dream of the tiny mad idea, which is, what if there was something, a symbol of the story of something that was like other than the truth, something opposing what is, something opposite or against or other than what the truth is, wholly. Okay, paragraph number 3. Notice that these statements are not arranged in any order and make no allowance for differences in the kind of things to which they are applied. That is the purpose of the exercise. The statement should merely be applied to anything you see. The statement, which is this or that, blankety blank, does not mean anything. As you practice the idea for the day, use it totally indiscriminately. So it will be instructed to us to use the idea throughout our day. Do not attempt to apply it to everything you see, for these exercises should not become ritualistic. Only be sure that nothing you see is specifically excluded. One thing is like another as far as the application of the idea is concerned. Each of the first 3 lessons should not be done more than twice a day. So specifically, the course is telling us to back the fudge up a little bit, you know, like, hey, just don't take this too seriously. Just play along for a little bit, preferably in the morning and the evening, nor should it be attempted for more than 1 minute or so. So just twice throughout the day, the rest of the day, allow your day to go as you would have a day normally go. It probably maybe can't help but have it infiltrate into what does that mean? You know, but attempting to live your life normally, other than these 2 times in this day where you apply this lesson, is twice, 1 minute or so, unless it feels like there is a sense of rush. A comfortable sense of leisure is essential for this. It should not be attempted more than a minute so, unless that entails a sense of hurry, actually. So I see we have a viewer on here. Hello. And yeah, I'm excited to share this course for as long as I feel inspired to. Apparently, I feel inspired to do this right now. So really glad to, and probably see you back tomorrow and for the next bit, reading these lessons. Happy 2025 to you and all of yours on this day. May you live your life in a way that allows you to say this year, I lived a very loving life. 2025, very lovingly alive. There we go. Lovingly alive. Hey. Okay. Much love. Enjoy. Take care.